Hey yo, what's poppin' YouTube? I'm I. Welcome to my channel. Today I got an album review of J. Cole, aka Cole KOD, aka Cole World No Blankets' fifth studio album, KOD. Now, KOD can stand for three things: Kids on Drugs, King Overdose, and Kill Our Demons. Kids on Drugs is Cole basically talking about how, kids today use drugs to cope with the things that they go through, right? He described it as you're sitting down, and we've all seen those commercials of, oh my gosh, you're going through this, you got this pain, this anxiety. Instead of, seeking a professional and trying to work through your problems, fighting those demons that way, we put all our power in a pill. And sometimes it can cause addiction and stuff like that. King Overdose is Cole talking about himself and the ways that he sometimes copes with his demons, right? Whether it's through alcohol, money, using his phone too much, a bunch of different outlets. And Kill Our Demons is Cole talking about us powering through the pain, powering through all the, things that we feel inside of us and finding relief. Cole has not lost a step, if you ask me. I absolutely love this album. I love the messages throughout this album. So as I was listening to this album, you see Kill Edward, and I was like, who the hell is Kill Edward? And obviously it's J. Cole, but it's not just Cole. Kill Edward is Cole's stepfather, who caused a lot of grief in his life for him and his mom growing up. And he's a person that basically Cole's not really that fond of, and a piece of him, he hates that he has it in him, right? So a lot of things that Kill Edward represents is a lot of bad qualities that Cole himself has that he doesn't like. Kill Edward represents the fast, quick solutions to dealing with your pain instead of attacking the root. Kill Edward, if you even listen to the voice, he got that like junkie voice. The overall takeaway from this album is basically how we can cope with pain and addiction and all the things that we battle inside of us, the better ways to go about it. On songs like Photograph, Cole is talking about how social media, like being on your phone too much, is almost like a drug, that we all go through, even he goes through, right? I can attest to that, man. I'm always on the gram sometimes for no damn reason. Like, there's not even a reason that I be on it sometimes. You also have her on the song Once an Addict. Cole's talking about his mom's battle with depression and how she used to cope with alcohol and how he hated being around her because she was so negative, and every time he would try to talk to her about it, she would just shoo and push him away and stuff like that. He hated that so much that he would go kick it with his boys, and stay out long to try to be away from her instead of actually sitting down and trying to help her. On every album, there's always that song that I just repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat, and I just can't get enough of. And on this album, it was Window Pane. On Window Pane, you have this little girl talking about how her cousin was shot, the senseless gun violence that goes on a lot in the inner city. She details how they were getting ready to go to bed, her mom, her cousin, they're getting ready to go to bed and they hear gunshots, and she finds out that her cousin was actually shot. And that song was just super deep. Like, it really, really pulls you in. He's going in about how in the inner city a lot, in bad neighborhoods and in bad situations, period, man, for us to find that camaraderie that we desperately miss at home, we sometimes join gangs. And we sometimes do stupid stuff to cope with the pain that we deal with inside. The only thing I kind of wish was different on this album was I just wish that maybe he could have found someone to sing the chorus instead of having Kill Edward do it. I see everything he was going for. Kill Edward represents the junkie. Kill Edward represents the bad way of handling situations, coping with things the wrong way, and I understand that message and I love it. I just wish that it was done a little differently. Like, I wish that Cole just actually uses real voice, because when you first listen, it's, the two songs that Kill Edward is featured on, you're kind of like, what the hell? Like, this is Cole, but you see what he's going for. It's just a little pet peeve thing with me that I wish was done a little different, but nonetheless, this album is a 10. I can't close this out though without talking about the song 1985. Everybody was talking about this song, calling it a Lil Pump diss. Yes, this song was Cole talking about one person, singular, not plural, okay? But I want to ask a question. Is Lil Pump the only rapper who raps how he does, the way he does? No, there are hundreds of mumble guys who all rap the same way. Not even rap, mumble the same way and talk about nothing. This is the era of, talentless music that goes known. This is what record labels and radio stations bump all day long. And then you have real artists who talk about something who have to fight for recognition. And that's just the era we live in. And when it comes to the song, I didn't even look at it as a diss. I just looked at it as Cole spitting facts. It's an old head, somebody who's been in the game long. We all have, people in our family, friends older than us that try to give us game and tell us, yo, this is what's gonna happen if you keep on doing this or this, that. Everything that Cole said in that song was just him putting his hand around the kid and was just like, yo, this is what could happen. It's not, you know, me wishing bad on you. It's just what it is. The type of music you make, it's not original. I mean, you're not original. You do what, this is a climate what every young rapper nowadays is doing. It's not, you know, really original. You guys all do the same music, and your audience is a bunch of little ass kids, a lot of people that don't understand the craft. And when they get older, they may move on from you, and that money you were making that you thought was never gonna slow up, it's gonna slow up, man, and you may end up on Love and Hip Hop, which I watched, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. I love Love and Hip Hop, man. Very, very funny show. But that's it for my review, man. If you liked the video, give it a like, get in the comment box, and most importantly, man, do not forget to subscribe, man. I'm out. Peace.